We don't have to endure this time around and having the bye, is that we get to get back on the horse. We got a game Saturday. We got to get prepared to play the number 10 ranked team in America on the road. It's going to be a great challenge for us. It's a very good football team on both sides of the ball. A lot of really talented players, good schemes, very well coached. Again, that's the beauty of football, is that you can have a tough loss like we had Saturday, and 7 days later you get a chance to go out and redeem yourself. And so that's what we're working towards.
What is the status of your long snapper, and do you have more time this week to prepare for
contingencies? We're hopeful we get him cleared. We don't know yet with Zach. We're hopeful that that'll happen. I'm anticipating that that'll occur, but again, we are preparing for all scenarios.
Arizona has had 2 extra days to prepare for you guys, with their game being on Thursday night. How does that change things?
Well, I think it helps in their recovery. They played a hard-fought game against Oregon. They get a couple more days to get their bodies back, to get fresh. And they get 2 more days to stare at our schemes, and so it really doesn't change us. It doesn't affect us. It just allows them a couple more days to get a little bit more fresh and to stare at our schemes.
The other night, when talking about missed opportunities downfield, you mentioned needing to craft a game plan that is more conducive to Cody's skill set. Can you talk about that?
It's just making sure that we are running plays that he's very, very comfortable with, that he can anticipate the throws. And that we're putting the right players in position to be those down the field threats and down the field throws, and I think we're doing that.
So you want to go downfield more, or?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
What's your level of concern with explosive plays, both offensively for you guys and then defensively that you're giving up as well?
Well, it's a big part, because I think we're doing a lot of stuff really good. We're unbelievable on third down on both sides of the ball. We're really good in the red zone. We haven't turned the ball over, knock on wood, in 4 games, and we're doing so many things really well right now that the explosive plays piece is something that I would really like for us to improve upon. I'd like to create more offensively, and I'd like to minimize them drastically defensively. So it's a point of emphasis, and generally when you work on something as a coach and when you put an emphasis on something, you generally get a return. So we'll see what happens.
A couple guys were banged up today, Gerald Bowman and Randall Telfer. What's going on with those 2?
Gerald had a deep thigh bruise, should be okay, and Randall had a hip pointer.
Why did you not mention Zach's injury last week? Do you think it gave you a tactical advantage?
Because I didn't want to.
Last year, Washington, you guys finished 14th in total offense. Right now, you're 41st. What are some other things? I guess explosive plays have been part of it. What's been missing from last year that you kind of want to improve on with this year's units?
I think explosive plays are exactly it. We improved this weekend. We made a big point of emphasis in the running game for our backs to create bigger plays at the second level, and that happened. We saw that with Buck and with Justin, making people miss, breaking tackles. Now we need to increase that in the passing game. We need to be more efficient throwing the ball down the field. And when we do, I think our numbers will only increase and get better. One of the other issues is what other people are doing offensively is off the charts. These are some video game numbers that are going on in our conference right now. Washington State had, I believe, over 800 yards and lost the other night. So we have to just continue to do our job. We have to continue to execute at the level of which we can execute at. And in turn, those explosive plays will come. I don't want us to start forcing the issue. We've done a great job protecting the ball, which has been a key component to our success. We played a very good football game the other night. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to.
You had the static piped in today, but you hadn't done that previously. Is there any reason that
we're just anticipating a hostile environment there in Arizona? 7:30 kickoff. Number 10 ranked team in America on the road, national television. I know their students will be fired up. I want to make sure our guys are prepared for it.
Do one more. You guys are, according to Vegas, favored in that game. Does that surprise you?
I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. It's the first time you guys have asked me about it. We've been favored in other games. I don't know. We're a 3-2 football team. We're going on the road to play the number 10 ranked team in America. We better get our butts ready to play.